Welcome to Ketchy Nation Talk, episode 7. I am Poe here. Let me switch a little bit here. I'm here, Poe, Poetic Headset, and my co-host, Big Brother Alex. And
Hi.
we we actually have a guest today in Foxus.
Yes, we
So
have.
if you could introduce yourself real quick, and we can get the
Uh,
show on the road.
okay. Good day, everyone. I'm Foxus. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Just a little bit.
Relax, relax. It's cool, man. all right. So, you're here. We have a couple of guests before. The first thing I want to ask is, how did you get into Rocket Punch? Like, what's your origin story? What's the thing? What's the reason why you love Rocket Punch? And how you got there. So.
Um, first of all, I don't know about Rocket Punch at all. So, like, on that day, that's actually, I don't know when. So, like,
Okay.
when's the comeback is August 7, right?
Yeah.
But I literally saw it on August 9, which is August 9, 2019, which is the last day of my first week of the school. And then on that night,
So,
which is I was watching like a gaming videos, and ads show up. Then they said Bullion Entertainment. Then that's curious. Who's the comeback? What group is? Let's say the comeback is, let's say, Lovelyz. Is it Golden Child? Is it Infinite? No, but it's that. Yes, what I can. This group is new, so I just listened to the ads and then they continue. I finished them all. So that's one. Yeah. So like, oh, the ads. Whoever make that ads in my in YouTube. I don't know, in the Philippines or South Korea. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh! All right, so we getting a little thing here. So who got your first attention? When you saw the video, like which member was like, oh, this the one I love. I do recall that my co-host here gave me a certain picture of a certain member. Is that the same one? Is it that person or is it someone else?
um, at first, I just a song. I saw the first glance. So after all, I just picking who's the member, and then on the second attempt, which is I watch on the video, that
Mm-hmm.
is Sohi. That's my first.
Oh my
Oh.
god! So he. Oh my
So
god.
he has been from the start, like just from the
Yeah,
start. So he's been here
from the
for.
start, it's
Oh.
Sohi.
Oh my gosh. So what you like about Sohi then? What brought you to like Sohi out of all the other
So
members?
he.
Mm.
So he's
So
a
it's like,
cute rapper.
yeah, no, this is the clue. And this is the answer, right? So Sohi is a member of Rocket Punch, and one of my
Mm.
favorite is like I want to see a member who is good in rapping. At the same time, she is cute. So that I pick
Oh.
a person that is Sohi.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So
Yeah.
Alex, so I have any questions for Foxes?
Yeah. Just like the basic ones. Can you tell where you're from and that kind of stuff, and how. We talked a little bit earlier that how K-pop is there. Is it how people see it and or that kind of thing? I'm really interested about hearing.
So I'm telling about my background. So I was living in the Philippines. So yeah, K-pop is like super massive. So like a large crowd, like a massive crowd. There are
Mm.
before they liking EXO. Also many famous groups that they like until now. BTS, like Blackpink,
Yeah.
and the original part is the original that the Philippines gain attention is 21.
Oh
21
my gosh.
period.
Oh,
Mm.
21. Ah, shoot. So basically like YG stuff and. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
it's
what
a
that's what they
YG.
consider.
Okay.
I mean, that's what they consider Philippines
Interesting.
a big
Really
time
interesting.
YG fans
Yes.
over there. Because of the
Yes.
21
Yeah.
situation.
In the
So
Philippines,
Uh,
they are massive YG fans.
oh,
is
big
it a
time.
is
I
it a
know that.
I'm interested. Is it a more kind of a boy group? Are the boy groups like if you say is it boy groups or girl groups? Can you see that it's more to the boy group side that people are massively
Mm,
interested or have big fandoms or
um, um, I think the both boy groups and girl groups.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
and at the same time, they taking a group that is so very famous.
Mm.
But one very famous as well is Momoland.
Momoland.
Like
Oh
if
yeah,
you,
Momoland.
That's
I know
wow.
that one.
That's a little
Yeah.
bit surprising.
that
Yes. Yes.
the reason why Momoland is because one of the segment in the noontime show using a song of Boom Boom.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, one of the segment they use up when they doing jokes. They dance. They dance
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's it's a group that we haven't like talk about for a while.
Yeah.
Kind of sad thing that nothing has happened, but yeah, definitely when especially when there was Boom Boom, it was a huge thing.
Mm. Yeah.
I see. I see.
But by the way,
So
is it? I sorry, Paul. I just want one
go ahead. Go
question
ahead. Go ahead.
more. Is it like? Do you know? I'm sorry, I don't know. Is there a K-pop idols that are from Philippines? You know, I have heard that there's going to be one group at least. Is do you know? Is there any Philippine?
K-pop idols that went to the Philippines.
No, no,
Hmm.
like like from Philippine, because I heard just like maybe 2 days ago there was a news that there is a girl coming to a K-pop group from
I didn't hear any news, so
I
I
know.
didn't. I don't
yeah.
have information yet.
So that would be interesting about like I think they were saying that there is a Philippine a girl who was born in Philippines is gonna go to a new the group the company that has Momoland their new group. So I'm hoping
Oh,
Shana goes there and so on. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be
yeah.
interesting.
This will be interesting as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Hold on. We're getting a little thing here. We're in
Okay,
Ketchy Nation
okay.
talk, okay,
We're
guys. Like
getting off topic right now.
Yeah.
we're
We're
getting a
getting
little
off
off
topic.
topic.
Sorry,
So
sorry, everybody.
I just
My
want to
fault.
get back. I just want to get back on track here. So
Yep.
you know when you got into the thing. So how involved are you with the community right now with Rocky Punch? Like the with the fandom Ketchy Nation. Like do you talk or do you do a lot of the projects with them? What's is there anything you do something like that?
Can you give me a sample? I have no idea right now. Wait, wait.
Like,
Ah,
are you active in Twitter? Like, kind of those
mm,
things.
wait.
Quote or
Here's the answer. So I'm actively on Twitter right now, which is I'm doing right now. I'm also in Facebook, but I'm still waiting about the Facebook because one thing concerns me about is where's the Ketchy from the Philippines?
mm,
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. When I was joined in one of the group in Facebook in Rocket Punch Philippines, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
after that in Bim Bam Boom, it's gone. So it's still inactive. Then
oh
when I go on Twitter and I'm asking to my mission is to revive the catchy in the Philippines, but
yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
actually it's failed. Actually it's a failed since I was talking about the other one which is in the Philippines, another Rocket Punch, and still no answers yet. So yeah, so
So,
I
so what's
yeah.
going on with the
So
fandom? What's going on with Ketchies in Philippines? Are they not? There's no group for it, or there is a group for it, or
It's not
what's
active. Or...
yeah.
yeah, it's like quiet group in the and I'm thinking that I am the only one in the Philippines. I am the only catchy in the Philippines who's supporting Rapid Punch. It's like, where are you guys? I'm still
I
looking for
mean,
you.
that's
jeez, I don't
that's
know.
we're
Okay.
like
That's the thing. Hold on. So if anyone's
there
watching
needs to be
this,
more. So
yeah, if anyone's
everybody who's
watching
from
this and you're from
Philippines,
Philippines, yeah. Yeah.
please stand Rocket
Okay.
Punch.
I know, man. Like, jeez. All right. We're gonna go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. We'll get to the graphics a little bit, but I want to get into this topic right now. With the way the situation is, you heard about what happened to Lovelyz, right? The
Yeah,
whole
I've heard
disbandment and
that
stuff,
news.
and the way they were treated technically, that Willem did, and they were denied a final album. So a lot of
Mm.
fans been kind of worried with the way Willem has been treating, their at least their girl group side, you know, is there anything you want to say about that towards, for Rocket Punch? Like, are you worried of how Willem's going to handle them now, or are you more optimistic, or, what's your thoughts on that?
So tough right now. First, I said like um, it's happened right in every girl group. So like there is a 7 year curse. Second of
Mm-hmm.
all, in the management is like, yeah, there is a disappointing part because how do you treated the girl group right now is like a
Mm.
huge heartbreak. It's like you're getting a heart attack. Okay, so and lastly, I'm still worried about Rocket Punch. What will happen in after getting a seventh year? They will treat it like did the same, or they
Yeah.
will they are is there a difference unlike Lovely? So I don't know. So it's like a mixed questions.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's my also that if I can talk now, it's like
You can, don't
it's
worry.
yeah, sorry, but it's like it's a big question that now that Rocket Punch is the only girl group in the after Lovely's disbanding, is it the treatment? Is it gonna is it like the roots are like like is it a bigger problem? Is it that there is a problem with managing girl groups, or is it the Lovely situation?
Yeah.
And how does it affect? Like it seems that everything is it really puzzles me how it feels like the organizing of the boy groups,
Yeah.
Dripping and Golden Child, is kind of makes sense, and there's more content and more promotion. And then something about girl group like the I don't know. It's a really I still give the benefit of a doubt to William, and kind of I hope that this changes a little bit, that they can focus on one group and hopefully see their potential. And we always have to remember, like Zoe and Dion are really young or still. So I think I think William has it as a big project group, even if it's already 2 years old. But I feel that hopefully they have this long how they have a long time plan for it, because I think catches are really hard to see it now, are frustrated that there's not enough content on not enough information about. So that's my thoughts on it. Do you have Poe or
Well, first off, the thing is, on my end, is the fact that Lovelyz was my group. Remember that? Well, I know for you, Alex, also it was somewhat of a special group, but for me, it was like technically my number one. So them disbanding was,
a big
and
thing?
finding out the way they were treated afterwards, or the news that came out with it was a
Yeah,
little sad. I guess I would say it's a shocking and a bit sad of, the way that Willem had treated them was kind of unfair in that sense.
yeah.
It goes to question like, do we really want to trust Willem after all that? We want to be 100. We want to be 100% backing out Willem too, of course. But they just they just let go a group that actually still had some notoriety or some popularity around
Yeah.
around K-pop still, and they were still pretty known in Korea, and they just said, "Well, oops, I'm sorry, we're not gonna let you do what you want to do," and
I
hence
mean,
why the members kind of left, and only Baby Soul stayed, and I'm not sure what's going on with with how Rocky Punch is being handled right now. Yeah, they're getting Juriful Days is going on right now, which we'll get into talking about a little later, but you know we do see that there is some sort of activities, but it's just a bit worrying, like you don't
yeah.
want that to be you don't want that to
I
be
think
the norm for that company to be doing that
no.
to the girl groups. We don't want Yeonhee or Sohee or or Young or Soo. We don't want or Jiri. We don't want them to be treated the way that Lovelyz was treated in any sense of that. So it's just a little assessment on
Yeah,
this.
I guess we will see like really when the whenever the comeback is, I think we will really see that how con how much resources they firstly they have, and secondly they are gonna put to Rocket Punch. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
like still hoping that there is gonna, because we don't know the background so well, like because K-pop companies, they don't tell their fans, they don't give any information. Like I think Rocket Punch and William in particular are really famous about, they don't tell about the fandoms of anything, and then surprise there is a comeback next day or something like that. So it's like next week or something. So I'm still
Yeah.
gonna, because it's a huge change that Lovelyz disbanded. It's a really sad thing and unfortunate. But now that when it happened, does it affect Rocket Punch or not? If it doesn't affect, then it's I think it's a little bit alarming that, and it feels
Yeah.
like resources is somewhere else. And that's the thing that worries me, and I think many kids is that, does it's good if they like if they take it as a same kind of priority as the boy groups, but I'm really worried that what is their stance on Rocket Punch and what are their plans with
Yeah.
Rocket Punch. So so I think we will see really soon how it is, or hopefully.
Yeah. So you have any thoughts on it, Foxes? It seems like you want to say
I
something.
think I have because I was praying like Rocket Punch. It's like 2022 is 2022 is near. So what I
Mm.
expected to see is like if Rocket Punch can get a comeback, like an epic comeback. I was
Mm.
expected to get an epic comeback like that, the
Yeah,
massive,
maybe.
the big productions like that. Just how Golden Child they did.
True.
So so if this like say if this long hiatus, let's say after the comeback in Bubble Up and then the Ring Ring, we expect that the company has having a lot of attention. So attentions in details
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
attentions on the MVs.
Is
When I was hearing like some of the MV reactions, did you watch like Form of Therapy? The reactions saying that the song is so good, but the MVs is not because like they giving a cheap and not cheap amount, and that's volume thing, right? So like said we need to improve more. So even it is cheap, we need to get cheaper budget, but make it more interesting.
well, well, I understand. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
This is the
I
thing.
understand. Well, my point. Well, here, I understand that point. You know, like to basically add a little bit more budget to Rocket Punch. You know, after like you said, after the fact that they just had a comeback with Bubble Up and stuff. And you're right. One of the things that is correct right now is the fact that Rocket Punch doesn't really have a budget. I mean, Bolo is kind of like that segment where we see it and we're like, yeah, that's not really those, top end budget type of thing. But and then when it comes down to Golden Child or Drippin', they do get a little bit more money to be doing a lot of their shows and such. But the underlying thing here is right now is with Woolham is, do we trust them to do that? Like, do we hope that the next
That's the big
comeback,
question.
like you said, you're hoping that the next one's gonna be big. Is there any hints, like what you've seen on Twitter and or anything that kind of says that that is something that Willem is going to do? So that's really basically the discussion at that point, right?
Yeah, I hope there is a long time plan in a way, that this is just a blip in a way, that there's something going on like in the background. That's what we hope, and we know that the girls are, they have saying that they're practicing and training more than ever and stuff. So I think we can be hopeful, but at the same time, I think it's only natural that we want more content, and we are concerned when happens because of what Lovely is, that there's something that is not working
Mm.
with the girl group side. So
Well,
it's gonna be interesting to
yeah.
see.
Well, here's one question I got for Fox. This is what is the what's something that the fans can do right now to improve that, or at least show that to Willem that that we care that what happens with Rocky Punch. Do we vote more or do we do these things? Is there anything you want to add to that point?
I just need a message like never give up. So unless you never give up on that. So you keep trying to make an appearance in that in let's say Weekend Idol or let's say in other famous variety shows and lots of more. Never give up. So you keep requesting, you keep promoting Rocket Punch and until we get that. We get on the top of the mountain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a great,
That's a great
great,
point right
great.
there.
Yeah, that's a
I
that's
like
a
that.
if
great
you're
way to think
a
about
true
it.
fan of Catchy, you never give up. That's a
Yeah,
true
that's true.
message.
That's true.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true. Like that's the only thing that I think I have told before, but for me it hit really like strongly when the girls just say that they just want to have catches to be with them like whatever happens, and
Mm.
they believe in themselves. So I think it's something that we have to like as a fandom, we believe on the girls and we have to believe on ourselves also, because it's not going to be easy, but nothing comes into life easy. So I think just to do what you want and what you can, I think that's the important thing, that you keep it as on your mind. And like Foxus said, that there will be that that's something that people want for, like, maybe not
Mm.
forget Rocket Punch, but it has to be current some way, either in a project or going to a show or having a new song or anything that keeps still them in a current place. And the last thing I wanted to say is that I want to hear your opinion. Now that we know that there is a lot of girl groups coming, and this is kind of the 2022 is going to be the kind of the year of the girl groups, because there are many big groups coming, and it seems that many companies so I think you can take it both ways. You can take it as a negative, that there's a lot of competition and there's a lot of variety for K-pop fans and new K-pop fans to choose a group. But then, and in a positive way, I feel that this is the place where you should go all in, because it's something that people are now interested about girl groups. Like, if you don't do it now, when do you do it? Like, this is the time that every company should just like not think about the competition or anything. Just say that we have a girl group too. We are ready too. We are into this girl, like this hype. Um, like, not fall behind. That's my opinion. Yeah, my small
Say
rant.
like I will say something because you said that 2022 is the girl groups year. So if I want a Bulim CEO, so I will take it all and then give it
Yeah,
all you got.
yeah,
So
that's what I
give
mean. It's
give
like
Bulim a
go all
showmanship like
in.
that.
Yeah,
I mean,
Give us a showmanship that you
yeah,
can that Rocket Punch isn't the Rocket Punch is the best like that.
mm.
Give us a showmanship like that.
yeah.
Yeah. We
I
need
would,
that kind of
I would
attitude.
say, I would say, yeah. You have to give it your all, especially with the amount of girl groups that's coming out, or even coming out this year, actually, to the end.
Yeah.
Where the competition is just gonna keep getting harder, and it's gonna get
Mm.
even more. It's just gonna be a lot more bigger and better girl groups out there. Look, I
Not better
really,
girl groups.
hey, there is. Here's the thing. I'm being honest with the whole situation. Because the thing is when it comes to Willem, like you said, you just have to throw everything out there and show that Rocket Punch is out there. Like they're one of the top groups, and that they
Yeah,
have the most
that's
promising type of members to do this. And if they don't do it, they're gonna just get swallowed up by all these other groups that all these other girl
mm,
groups that we. Here's the thing: we know that they already have a fandom, really strong ones too, and that they're gonna just bring the numbers. And all Willem can do now is to say, "Hey, we can do this. This is our time. We're the ones gonna be starting up on top. Whatever Willem does at that point, just give it that." Oh.
Oh, he get offline. Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
hold
just
on.
give me the time.
Yeah, I know. It just messes things up though. Hold on, we're having technical difficulties. Uh,
Okay.
um, wait. Hello, Alex,
Yeah,
you back?
Hello.
yeah. This was just a click.
Okay. So don't worry, we're gonna leave it in this.
No. Don't worry.
Nah, we're leaving this in.
That's
That's good.
fine. That's fine.
Okay, but yeah, that's basically what it is.
These things happen. Sorry, man.
Okay, so anyways, so we can get to the next point too. But all I wanted to say is that yeah, Willem needs to put everything out there for next year. There's no more waiting at this point. There's no more comebacks to wait. Just let Rocket Punch do what they want to do and do it the best they can do it because they should have been up there. They should have been one of the top ones, and they still have a potential to do it. It's just
I think
up
they
to
have.
Willem to do
Yeah.
that. So yeah.
I think there's gonna be like a really kind of this kind of what is it? Like this tier of girl groups. Like you can go like there's this much hype. Then I think you're crazy if you as a company you don't use that hype and go like, hey, this is our girl group. These are especially as because of the we wanted to talk about members also, especially that it seems that somehow Yuri and Uni are are getting to place, and that's kind of a really good start that they are noticed and they are in the shows. And I don't know how can they do it, but it's good.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get into the slideshows.
Yeah,
we
let's
got a
go
little
on.
discussing. All
Yep.
right. So we're gonna go with we'll go
Yeah.
with envies first. So what was your thoughts on the bubble up?
Bubble up? Okay.
Yeah.
First, you're so very cute. First of all, it's so cute. The song is so cute. And second of all, likewise, it's like a good and a good amount of content. Like,
Yeah.
they use like a lot of balls and there, like many color balls. And then
There's no
so
story.
yeah, that's the bad part. That's no story, but they show like a cuteness. They pull out a cuteness overload.
Oh
Then
Yeah.
in terms of the song, it's very good. It's very interesting as well. If I would say something, I would add another MB in their bubble up, which is
Mm,
Let's Dance.
Oh, that would
If
have
there
been a
will
good
be
one.
if
yeah.
there
That
will
would
be
have
a
been a good
double
one.
title track, and then there will be a very good good MBs and the good songs in Japanese debut.
Mm,
That's true. They could have gone with a second envy. I mean, in
yeah.
Japan, they could have done that actually. Not sure why they didn't do that though. Kind of puzzling on that. And
No. How do you how do you feel like in general that they're kind of trying Japan at the same time? I mean I know there's another company, or do you think it's only a good thing that there are like if the next comeback is Japanese comeback, would you be disappointed or not? That's something that people are also thinking that how much they are focusing on Japan.
Um, okay. I want to explore like let's see. If you gain attention in Japanese, then why not? there will be a lot of there will be a lot of people who will support Rocket Punch. Then in the
yeah,
Koreans, there's another fandom that we can support Rocket Punch. So like it's a big help. So it's a big boost to their fandoms.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, the only thing I don't like is when it came to the Japan. I know it's sort of a Japan thing. Is I don't like the fact that they kind of lock in, or you need to have a Japanese address to get certain merchandise or
that's
albums.
true. Yeah,
That's
we
the only thing
tried
I
that.
don't like. That's the only one I don't like. Other than that, I think it's cool what they did in Japan. That's basically my only gripe with that. Other than that, if
It's
they just
kind of a
let Global
separate
have it,
still.
it'd be nice.
It's kind of
So
separate. but they have a fan club there and stuff like that. So in a way, I think the best thing is that everything grows there and grows internationally and grows in Korea, and then we all want the same.
True. True. So. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any other MVs you want to get in talking about, or?
Do you have a favorite? Just
Favorites in the MVs?
yeah,
Okay, there's a tie. There's a tie in my favorites. The first is, let's say, Bouncy.
bounce.
First of all, is the Bouncy.
Bouncy? Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If I don't know what's inside red, I will tell you the second one. It's Ring Ring.
Ring
Oh,
Ring?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, Ring.
why are they tied? First, the song is so very, very impactful. Like when I was playing some games, like when you're playing Bouncy, I'm so hyped. When you're playing Ring, it's still the same.
True.
It's still freaking same. It's like you hype more. You're hyping more. You're hyping myself. I can do it. Like
No, I think
there,
Ring is
in terms
great.
of instrumentals, like it's very catchy at all. Like I like instrumentals at the same time. I like their songs.
Mm. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. I think Ring Ring. Like if you think about it, that Ring Ring is the latest, like a real music video. If you think about that, they are improving all the time. Then we shouldn't be worried. But we don't know because Ring Ring is a good.
It's a
I
good
think it
one.
has a lot of good potential.
Yeah, Ring is like a good version of Bim Bam Boom. It's like a
Big
better
time.
one.
Yeah, like a modern version. Yeah, that's
I
what
think it was
people
hyped
say,
up.
that they have this kind of same kind of feeling. The boom bim bam boom.
I mean, true. Although I'm more of Riot anyways. But there's no Riot MV, right? I was like, wait,
Yeah, yeah.
don't recall. What else? Wait, so I think those MVs. Oh, okay. So Juicy wasn't in your top list of MVs. I mean, that's what's your thoughts on
Uh,
Juicy?
and thoughts on Juicy, like it's my favorite summer vibe. Like when I was,
Mm.
yeah, that's my favorite summer vibe. When it's summer, there's the Juicy. Then where's there's summer, there's summer punch, and there is summer, there is some. That's another one summer
That's
name.
true. That's
Okay.
There's so many
Juicy
summer
also.
in their name, in their title. So when you think about Juicy, and you're
It's
thinking
summer.
it's summer.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. It's not hot
Oh
in
my god.
winter.
Oh my god.
But at the
Oh,
same time, that's really concerns me that why is Juicy it's summer at the same time Bim Bam Boom is also part of the summer.
that makes sense. Oh,
Mm.
shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's get to the next point. So you've been watching Juriful Days, and
Every episode, I
I
can
think
say I
Jury's
watched every.
series is really good. Juriful Days
Yeah,
has
it's
been
very
one
very serious with her best friend.
of
That
with
was
Mako.
fun. That was fun. Yeah.
It's like
Mako.
your best friend is long distance relationship, but the best friend never broke together. It's like they're the same.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Mako was
Um,
in produce also, right? But
yeah.
yeah. But more about Yuri now.
So when you came down to it, I'm gonna go a little thing here before I ask you a question. So Juriful Day has been I would say one of the most promising things about Rocky Punch, or at least one of the things that we can always look forward to and know that the content's always gonna be good. And that's partly the reason why is because Jury just makes really great, great content. Like she just makes great vlogs and just kind
Yeah.
of knows what kind of stuff that to kind of put out there.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
It's like her experience in her previous Idol days before Rocky Punch kind of helped her out in doing that. And Juriful Day has been one of those things just that when you watch it, it's just fun and good to watch. I mean, personally for me, I loved, I think it was cool and interesting episode 3, but I was more on the episode 2. But that's just me because fashion is kind of my little thing here.
Yeah, it was interesting.
So
I liked the episode 1.
So out of
Everybody
all
likes.
the out of all the episodes in Juriful Days, like, what is your most favorite content or episode that you saw of Jury? That's that comes down to season 1, season 2, or even the latest one, season 3. Like, which is what your most favorite
So
episode?
many.
Oh, I know.
So many to choose from. Wow. I like the part that they're playing. I think where Sohee, Dayon, Yungkyung, and Jury. Where they're playing the cards.
Oh, the
So-
Japanese card.
Yeah, they're playing. And so he's so competitive, but in turns out Dayon won.
Oh, that's hilarious. He's like,
Yeah,
wait,
I
Jury. It's
remember.
like, I'm supposed to be better than all of you.
Yeah, I should be the best one here, and so he's gonna like totally destroy everyone.
That was
Yeah.
funny. That's a good one.
Everybody tap. They saw like
that-
tap, and it's like it's competitive spirit. That's her
Yeah.
competitive spirit.
So,
Just-
so out of curiosity, did you watch Juriful Days during that one time where Jury was inside a chat? I think she did a chat thing. I think like it was like how many
for
hours?
2
it was?
hours.
2
I
hours.
think
Right?
who's the person it. I don't know who's the person it, but I watched that. And
Did you-
one thing
did-
that
you
one thing that
participate in that?
disappoints me, like I comment in the Rocket Punch comment section, and then I ask them to where's the link. So
Mm.
if I were a content creator, like I was doing a content creator lately, like since 2019.
Yeah.
If you are promoting a YouTube channel from your another YouTube channel, you can put it in the bottom part of your description or in the
Yeah.
comment section that is the YouTube channel for that person. But it really after that I checking that person, I browsing and then wait, it's something familiar with Rocket Punch Juriful Days.
Yeah.
When I was seeing like the passion thing, it's like there's an autumn version on her blog. And then another which is I don't know what's her name. The Kojima is what is her name?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a familiarity. When I was watching there's a familiarity.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. If you are checking on her channel, there's a familiarity in this episode 2 and then what they do.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You didn't know
I didn't
that?
know that. I didn't notice it.
That's why I'm asking the comment section. Where's the link of their channel? When I was in the comment section, I was typing. After the first comment, they are beautiful. They are long distance relationship. The other one, where's the link? I was checking. Let's wait.
Yeah, yeah.
I just need to wait. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Mako channel. Yeah, Mako channel.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I found
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I think that like that makes it interesting, and you want to know more about everybody who's been in. For me, I just like briefly say that one of the funniest thing it was when Yuri was playing the date for Dayon. That was kind of
Oh.
Hmm.
Wait. I want to get back to this. So you're saying that Mako posted a video about this already?
No,
Yeah.
there's familiarity in that's episode 2 of the Juriful Days in the latest, which is one of her content in Mako.
yeah.
Mako
that-
chan.
Oh, okay. So Mako
Yeah.
posted something that's
So,
similar
I will
to
give you
how
a-
Juriful Days. Oh.
I will give you a clue. There
Alright.
is there is a thumbnail name in the autumn, like autumn thing.
Yeah.
Wait, let me check again. So here,
Also,
not there. Yeah. Oh, I have good news as well. So for those who are watching right now, there's an interview on the other channel, in Mako channel.
oh, okay.
About Yuri also. Is Yuri there also?
Yeah.
Or?
Yes.
Oh,
So
that's interesting.
it's like it's a thing. Okay, I
Double.
get it.
It was like a double thing.
It was a double
Yeah.
content in that sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, they were
That's
video
cool.
calling, and her I think her manager was there, so it makes sense that they were gonna.
They both are recording it.
Yeah, they're both recording. They're about to upload. I think that's sort of the agreement, anyways.
Oh,
Just,
now I have to
what
see
it
the
is.
Mako channel. Now I understand.
Yeah,
what
you need to
Foxus
browse
is
right
doing.
now. That is nice to browse every single details.
Oh my
That's how I
god.
do. So every you hear every episode of Juriful Days, browse every details, and then when you watch it, and then
Mm.
let's find out.
I see, I see. Okay. I
See
was
the
like,
both
wait.
sides.
I was
Yeah.
like, hold on, what you mean talking about? And I was like, okay, that makes sense. I
Now you
mean,
got it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like trying to figure out what you're trying to say, and then I was like, so there was basically Mako uploaded the same interview or at least similar interview of Jury, and but the thing
Yeah.
is, the content's similar because of the fact that they were technically talking, and Jury's gonna post her side, and Mako's gonna post her
Mm.
side. So I think that's really cool. I don't know if they collab the content in that sense, but I guess that's something you're gonna have to go watch and figure out.
That makes sense. That makes.
So I was like, wait,
And
what's
because
the
of the
deal?
because of the manager there, I was wondering why
Why
manager
is it?
is there,
Yeah, I
but
was like,
now
why
I
is it?
know the
I thought it was a
reason.
friendship thing, and then managers there, I was like, oh, content creation. So
Yeah, and Yuri was teasing all the time about it.
it's like, stop looking at your manager.
Yeah. I'm the one to talk with your manager.
Oh
Yuri is
man.
fun. She's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So I want to ask you something. Do you do you know her backstory, like Jury's backstory before she went to Rocket Punch, or did you, like you said, you do a lot of research in terms of Juriful Day, but did you also do a lot of research on Jury herself during her heyday as um
Mm.
in AKB48, or not 48, but
Ah,
AKB days? Yeah, I would say that. Well, I would say she was 48. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
It's like first of all, I don't have any background information until late 2020. When I was watching YouTube, then I realized, oh, this part of EKB48.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
I'm just
It was
asking.
too late.
Well, I'm just asking. Like, did you actually did research on Jury during her times? I
Mm,
actually, during in our Ketchy Nation thing, I made an introduction video where it shows even her times. It's a short one, but it gives you an idea of her background, like from her beginnings, a little bit, and then it gets to her. Even some of the stuff. I don't know if I was. I think it shows a small snip of her like doing for a drama. Because AKB they were doing a drama shows and stuff like that, and there was
yeah.
she did
Yeah.
a part to it. She also did actual musicals too. Actually, pre Produce 48. So she was getting into the height of her career. And the only thing I'll say right now is that she was considered as one of the future generation leaders of AKB. And then she jumped ship. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about that. I'll say that like she was
It's
considered
a
one
good
of the leaders
choice. It was a good
because
choice.
It's her
because
her choice.
because the fact that Jury was so, how would I say, even now, she's very forthcoming when it comes down to her comments. Like she's not afraid to say what she needs to say.
Yeah.
If
Not
she doesn't
not
agree on
not at all.
something, she'll say it. That's why her content's really great, because we see who she really is, and she's not afraid to not and not hide or anything like that. She just straight out goes,
Yeah,
"This is
yeah,
who I am. You like me. If you don't, it's kind of like that."
yeah,
And that's what made her one of the considered leaderships. And and it shows, like when you see her having fun and joking around, she just has that lovable personality, and just a little
yeah.
heads up on that whole
Yuri is
thing.
Yuri. You can't explain it in the way.
Well, I mean, Yuri is technically my bias in the group, so I was listening a lot about
Yeah,
her. I was like, I don't know, man. It's like, no, no,
yeah,
no. So,
yeah. And
yeah.
I know that there is a like there is a fandom that is or like in Japan still who really like Yuri. Like you can see from the views that
Oh
there are
man,
more
dude, come on.
than any
They're
other.
straight up dedicated to her. It's always been
Yeah.
there.
That's why I
So
really hope they can make the next time that the situation in the world is better and they can actually go there. So that would be.
mm, yeah, and that she could talk to Mako and hang out with her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
like a 2 hour special with Mako. Yeah.
It would be
yeah.
funny, and so, um, I think she did a. I don't know. It's today, right? She did a V Live. I wasn't able to watch it, but it was nice to
I
see her
didn't
do
watch
V Live.
after all because I'm kind of
Yeah, she did
busy.
a V Live.
I know I was busy
She
too.
does every. Yuri said that she tries to do after every episode. That
Hmm.
because she knows that also her Japanese fans are there, so she
Yeah.
almost talks like half of the V Live is in Japanese, and that's okay. Even I don't understand anything about it, but I understand that I do understand that she wants to communicate with Ketchys, Japanese Ketchys also, and that's
Okay,
one of
that
the
makes sense.
reasons why she goes to V Live after the her own
Yeah.
episode, just to talk about it and just to say hello to every Japanese Ketchy and of course also Korean. But I think that's the idea, that she tries to do a V Live every time after Juriful Days to get this special moment with those Ketchys from Japan who really misses her and stuff like that. I think.
That makes sense.
Hmm,
All
that's
right.
true.
All right. Do you have
Yeah.
any other last words about Juriful Day that you want to add into this
Um,
discussion, Foxus?
at first, I just like who's the visiting that the guest in this latest. So it turns out it's Mako. So then I
Yeah.
Oh,
watched
you
him.
really like Mako.
Yeah, it's like who's the guest? Who's the guest? It's like it's
She,
a boy, it's a girl. Then it's Mako. So yeah, and
yeah, she
overall,
looks really.
he's called a raccoon. He's calling a raccoon Mako.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, why is raccoon? Why did it choose raccoon in the first place?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think it was like really cute when uh, Yuri showed that she is really one of her best friends, and she kind of like she almost got emotional that she has been missing her and how
Yeah,
Mako has helped her when she had a hard time. So it was really kind of heartfelt to see this kind of that they were this kind of session between really good friends. It wasn't like he knows her, but they could like you do with your best friend, just like tease a little bit each
Hmm.
other and stuff like that. So it was really fun.
thing is like they are in virtual and a video call. So
Yeah.
there's
Mm.
a disparity in this long distance friendship calls like, and it's just just because of the pandemic, and it makes me like your best friend is far away and then you never call. But ano na sabihin ko? Wait, just wait. It's just a chain that
I
it
see.
never breaks. Like one of the comments I said that wait, I hit the comment section. I heard there's a comment section. I said, best friends never breaks even they are long distance.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's yeah, and it's kind of so Yuri that she she wanted to show it. Like many would be like, oh, this is my own personal thing, I want to keep it as a personal thing. And it's so Yuri that like, okay, I can show everything, this is my best friend and that kind of stuff. And that's kind of this kind of content that we really like, that you can kind of Yuri always surprises to something new about her life, personal life. And that's kind of
True.
like it's not so common in K-pop. Like many want to, even in vlogs, they want to keep private. But it seems like Yuri doesn't have that. So
Yeah.
It,
Okay.
it's
yeah,
so
I think
showmanship too.
we I think we covered all that of Jiren and stuff.
yeah. Everybody watch Yuri Full Days and stuff.
I
Yeah,
would
it's a
definitely
great.
recommend that. That's definitely one of the top tier content that you can get of Rocket Punch. Other than the what's the other thing that Rocket Punch had before? The
It's choice.
not choice. What's the other one that they did before?
Punch time.
Punch Time. There
I
we go.
lunchtime for
Punch.
Oh,
sorry.
punch time. Oh, I would hope that
I wish they
William
do
did
that one.
something like that
Oh,
because
come
So
on.
funny episode.
I've been missing that one. That one's I wish they kind of did.
yeah.
All right.
That was epic though.
That
Yeah,
was
just
almost.
because they cooking a hot dog, they are so and the oil is so high. Then the oil is yeah, the oil
Oh
it will
my
affect your
gosh.
skin.
All
And they
right.
want to long distance the oil in the long distance.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
And say Yung is not good at cooking.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we're already end of this. I'm like looking at the
Already?
time. And yeah. I'm like
Oh my.
we're in the end of this. We passed through a lot of stuff already at this point.
Yeah, we
Um. Oh, is it? So, how'd you like being in our little talk show or podcast? Fox is like, how did you like it? Or yeah, it's pretty chill. Or what's your
are
thoughts?
you coming back?
Are you
Uh,
coming back? Is that your
yeah.
question first, Alex?
Is this
Oh my
Is
god.
that
is
a
this the last
question?
talk?
I hope so.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
I hope I could come back. I hope long. I hope.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
definitely. Definitely. It was really kind of interesting also to kind of hear how it is like your how is it in Philippines and what is your personal backstory. That's something that I think everybody is interested like because one thing that I want to show also in this podcast also that there's so many of us all over the world. Like okay, we might be a small fandom now, but there's still so many people who love them and so many catchies around the world, and that's thing like these
That's
things that we have guests from different parts and they have their own views and their own like tell how they like about rocket pods. I think that's a really good kind of message and something.
true.
Yeah,
Mm.
I feel it's a cool thing.
I think Fox has been really really cool when it comes
Yeah,
down to having chats about all things about Rocket Punch, and his point of views are really cool, and they're pretty in depth. Yeah, it's just one of those things, and like Alex has been pointing out is that we want to show the fact that everyone's welcome into having
yeah,
discussion with us about this,
definitely.
and not just not one person or anything. If you want to hang out with us, chat and such, just kind of contact Alex about it, and we'll see how things go. And Fox's point of views, in Philippines and Rocky Punch, and then we kind of understood little intricacies, like the Philippine Rocky Punch. We're not sure if there's many out there, or maybe he's the only one over there. Hopefully, it grows even more for next year. And then just kind of getting to in depth of what his passion of Rocket Punch is like, and how he got into it. It's really cool. I,
Yeah,
I think it's always nice to have another point of view out there, and it just adds a lot more depth in terms of hearing Ketchy Nation talk, and also get a little more understanding that we're in a small little world to a bigger world out there, and it's cool. So,
yeah.
is there anything you
Mhm.
want to add?
I just writing about my hype songs.
Okay, okay.
Oh, side song. Hold on. Before we even end or anything, what's your list? I mean, I'm not talking
Please.
about MVs, but what's your like top list of hype songs in terms of Rocky Punch? You kind of added into like you gaming and stuff like
Ring
that.
ring was.
You said
Okay,
Ring Ring was part of it, Bouncy was part of it. Is there any other ones like in their sub tracks, beat tracks
there's
that?
some B sides. Like
Oh,
there's
okay.
some B sides. First B side, let's say it's So Solo. Then So
Okay.
Solo. No explanation why. The we continue. I will say that So Solo is one of
Oh,
my B sides. One of
Oh.
my B sides favorite. And then
Okay.
on
Okay.
Blue
Okay. Okay.
Punch, there is Dada. There is Dada. And there is
yeah,
Twinkle Star.
yeah.
All
And
right.
then on the ring, especially all the songs.
Oh, it's on. You
Yeah,
leave
that's
All
your
the
nothing
hype
out
songs
list.
that
there.
are in the ring are part my hype songs. That's so good. especially the ride that is so let's say a neutral retro inspired songs.
Big
That's
time.
like I like that ride because it's like reminiscence of what I'm hearing in Miami.
Oh.
Yeah. Same as Ring Ring. It's like a wavy sound that's similar to Miami.
I
That's a
see. I see.
concept, like a wavy Miami vibe. And
That makes
then the
sense.
bubble up, that's yeah, us the MB, and then Let's Dance. And
Oh
overall,
yeah.
and the reason why is the instrumental is so good.
Those are definitely hypo songs. That's a really cool hypo set list. Okay, so do you have anyone here have final words? Before I get into the final part to this.
Um, just just that just I think this might be the last last podcast this year, and I just like to. I really wish that the next year is even better for Rocket Punch and for all the catches, and we will definitely continue. And let's just all hope and pray that there will be a comeback in January, and we can all talk about that and have fun with it. It's so for that, yeah.
Oh wow, that's a real good final say. Is there anything you want to add, Foxes?
um, for those catchy that are never give up on and not supporting Rocket Punch, that's please support Rocket Punch because it really helps a lot to maintain our fandoms. And as like I said, my ultimate goal is to get their first music show wins. That's my ultimate goal.
That's our
And then
goal.
also for catchy.
Okay.
And please stream Rocket Punch MVs and B-sides so I can make you a little bit of update.
Okay. All right. Well, before I get into the whole other stuff there, so I would just want to say is that if if Alex says it's probably the last one for this year, I just want to point out the fact that it's been fun making these podcasts, and and I do hope that that the next month, which is December, which is our last month of the year, is that everything goes well for them, and that we finally get to see some results or at least something that Willem's gonna do, and I hope it does that, and just kind of support them, talk to them on Pocket Dolls, if you have the money to do so, and if ECW Live, just join it, hang out, and just have fun. If you can vote on certain things and do ads, do so. But just do what you can do, and within your powers, and what you can do. And as for here in the show, it's been fun. Always kind of going here and adding new guests here, and just kind of chilling out and stuff, and just do those things. I hope everyone's gonna have a great holidays. Especially
Yeah.
for the end of the year and such.
Happy
So.
holiday.
Just kidding, I forgot.
Happy
All
Christmas.
right.
Happy New
Hold
Year.
up. Oh wait,
Everything.
wait. We're not done with this. Before we do end this, I want to say though is that if you do watch this on YouTube, if you do like what you hear and what you heard, if you can click the like and the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed yet, just give it a little hype. Who knows? Maybe we'll make more content here. Of course, Alex makes a lot of good content already in Ketchy Nation and other channels he
Yeah.
has. So we can get into that one. All right, so we can finally do our I would consider this like our farewell and stuff. It was fun hanging out with you, Foxes, on this episode 7 that we
Yeah,
have,
it was
and
cool.
kind of ending our discussions here. So, you know, I hope everyone has a good day. Happy
Until the next
holidays.
time, happy holidays.
See you
Get you
Happy
later.
forever.
holidays.
Get you
Stay
stay cool.
cool.
Rocket
Bye.
Punch forever. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye guys.
Peace.